How are you doing
It's
today?
great to be with you on this
But
final week
but how
of
are you
happy
feeling
hour.
about this being our final week? Are you having a lot of feelings
I'm,
being brought up? I know.
it's going to be sad to just sort of slink back into the shadows and nobody see this.
Right, but I do have my big anniversary show in August that I'm gonna get you on and then get you on camera. How you feel about that?
Oh, I will count the minutes.
Okay. All right. All right. Come with me. Come with me. Let's talk about our first item in the show. So I think that this is something when you're talk about happy hour, you're making your frozen margaritas and your daiquiris. Everybody needs a great way to blend those fun summer drinks with an immersion blender. But this is the Ninja Foodie, and it does so much more. You're getting a choice of the red or black handle, the immersion blender attachment. You get a container with a lid, make your smoothies, your whipped cream, so much more. You're getting dough hooks. You're getting a whisk. You're getting a recipe book for soups and desserts and fun adult beverages and so much more. This is a customer pick with 31 reviews on hsn.com. But I really want to talk about is the price. And I know we always have great prices and things are already on sale. And we have amazing today specials and birthday deals. This is better than a today special price. This is $40 off. But I do want to mention if you don't have the HSN credit card, we have a $40 coupon to give you where you could save another $40 off of this. So go to hsn.com, put an HSN card in the search or call the 800 number 695-1418. Open up an HSN credit card, no annual fee. You get a $40 coupon. Take it off of this, and then it's $19.99. But even if you're like me and you already have an HSN card, this is a steal of a deal. And if you don't have a lot of storage, Stephanie Roberts, our special guest. Hello, my love.
Hello.
Well, I'm talking about redoing our kitchen. One of the things we don't have enough is storage. And in order to get storage, it's like $50,000.
Exactly.
I'm finding out.
So to have things that do this usually take space up like that, right?
Right.
So this is power without a whole bunch of clunky appliances.
Yeah, and Stephanie is making my drink here.
Yes.
So Stephanie is now creating my drink for happy hour.
Which you need an
Thank
extra
you.
long straw for.
Yes.
All right, so what I'm doing is I am taking 750 watts of power and literally creating a vortex. Now, why is that cool? Because whatever ingredients we use for Helen's drink, they're literally going to be sucked
I like it
right
well mixed.
into, yes, our immersion blender here. So you're basically getting a 4-in-1. All the magic starts here, right? This is the 750 watts of power, but it's coming with the immersion blender for the vortex, the mixers so you can do your baking, so you can work with your meats, whisk so you can, make eggs and whipped cream and all sorts of fun things. But you don't have to have a whole bunch of different appliances to do it. You're going to do it all with the same Ninja base. So going back and forth couldn't be easier. Little arrow in the front, little arrow in the front. We can handle that. We match them right up. Click, we're good to go. So I've got some soup sitting here, and I know a lot of us aren't necessarily feeling soup, particularly at this time in the summer, but soup is really important with an immersion blender because I can't take this boiling hot soup and dump it in my countertop blender. By the way, most of your countertop blenders are like 400 or 500 watts, not 750.
Right.
So right off the bat, I've got way more power in my hand than you likely have sitting in your counter, and I'm literally working with boiling hot soup. Now, Helen, go ahead and admit you were very skeptical of this demo. You asked me if you were going to be wearing the boiling hot soup.
I did. Well, I didn't know. I was thinking of this thing. I didn't know what was going on with this thing. I thought it was going to spray everywhere. But I think that an immersion blender is something like I love watching all the cooking shows on TV, and they use the immersion blender constantly. But this isn't just an immersion blender. And this isn't taking up, valuable real estate on your counter. This can go in a drawer. I mean, it can go in a drawer.
Well, and think about other immersion blenders are often really long sticks, and those are hard to store. So the fact that we can take ours right apart makes it so incredibly easy. Now, what else makes it wonderful? obviously, how well it blends. I mean, look at that beautiful soup. So there's nothing wrong with your countertop blender. There's nothing wrong with your big stand mixer, but there's just some things you can't do in them, and then sometimes you just don't want to have all that space. So I like the fact that whether we're making frozen drinks, whether we're doing soups, we can do it in whatever vessel we need to, and we can do it all with this power that I'm getting in the palm of my hand. Okay, so there's part one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, immersion blenders are nice. We all like to have those. But does your immersion blender then turn into a hand mixer? No, it probably doesn't, because most don't. So what I want to show you here is how that we are going to take that same base, we're going to line up our arrows once again and click. Now I have a hand mixer. Now, one thing I really like about this, when you feel it, the motor and the weight end up in front. Well, that's where the work is going to get done, right? So wouldn't it make sense that it's weighted that way? That way your arm, have you ever worked with those hand mixers where you're like, okay, okay, it can be really hard, especially if you have any dexterity issues. Now I've got a hand mixer. I'm going to use it on whisk first, because I'm going to whisk up my eggs. Okay, I know it seems a little fancy, but if you aren't whisking your eggs are flat. You want your eggs to be poofy and light and fun. And look, in just seconds, I'm now using this for everything. Now, here's the thing. Are you getting out your countertop blender to mix your eggs? No, it's too much work. But when this is sitting just like this in the drawer next to all the work you're doing, you get it out for absolutely everything. So whether I'm immersion blending, whether I'm whisking, whether I'm using the dough hooks and I do some baking, my eggs turn into a frittata. I can then take beaters and make a cake. Do you see how user-friendly this becomes so quickly?
100%. I do want to give you an update. We have two colors. We have red and black. So if you want the red, I only have 400 available. So I know a lot of folks at home, like myself included, I use you know, appliances and things like that to accent my kitchen, and red is the color that I choose. So if you want the red like I do, I would definitely be in the ordering process. This is a huge, huge sale. You can see the retail value of this is $120, and it's half price. This is a half price item. This is the last week of happy hour birthday deals, and we're really pulling out all the stops to give you like incredible. And this is something that you will use like every morning. You know, making pancakes, making, you know, whipped cream, making, you know, just every day to day, making cornbread.
Absolutely. And there's a couple other cute little features here that Ninja, we try to think of everything to make your life easier. Do you see how this stands up like this? Most hand mixers don't. You have to bend them down, and then these guys drip all over the place. So when I'm done mixing, this is cheesecake, by the way, nice and thick. Everything I can do not to stick my finger in the beater. By the way, I can hear my mother yelling at me not to touch it, so I'm gonna leave it alone like a good girl. But again, it stands just nice like this so that we don't have any drips. When I switch over to the next thing I'm going to use with it, and I'll show you again how easy that is to do. We're just gonna take those buttons on the side, off comes the mixer, and then now the base is free to become my immersion blender. I want to show you a couple other things about the actual immersion. If we could take a look right down in there, do you see how there's 4 big blades and then 2 little itty bitty notched blades there? That's 6 different ways the food is getting drawn into the blades and then chopped up. So this isn't just about making soups or drinks or kind of lighter fun things. You can do some serious cutting with this. And when you use an immersion blender, you don't have to use as much liquid. So if I'm doing things like making smoothies, or I'm gonna make a fruit coulis here, I'm not even adding any liquid. I can literally just go down in it. Look at that. It, in seconds, takes all of the liquid out of the fruit. This is just raspberries and a little bit of honey. That was very satisfying, I have to tell you. It is very fun to work with the immersion blender and watch everything liquefy. But when it comes time to like, maybe you're trying to make green smoothies in the morning or things like that, you know how when you use a blender, how you have to throw some liquid in there, and often the liquid we throw in is like orange juice or something that ramps up the sugar level? When you use a good immersion blender, you don't have to add liquid. It's strong enough to liquefy whatever it is we're working with. By the way, you see this 3-cup beaker, if you will, the cup, you're getting that as well. So I'm gonna use my immersion blender in my 3-cup. Now I'm gonna pour it over the cheesecake because, okay, it's a birthday party, right? We gotta have that. Look how beautiful that sauce is. And then I did make a lot of sauce, and I'm thinking Helen's probably gonna wanna use that on some pancakes tomorrow morning. You also get a great lid so that you can then put it on the cup, save whatever it is you're making in the fridge and use it later.
Yeah, this looks great. Hey, Jared, I have a question. In the Ninja Foodie, there's a blueberry mojito, which I would have loved as the drink of the week instead of the watermelon that I'm
Okay,
deathly allergic
there's
to.
only-
Is
there's
there
one
any way
problem
we
with
can?
that.
Is it? I mean, I don't have. I thought I had some say in the drink of the week.
No. The blueberry mojito is no good because you're not allergic to it.
Oh, okay. So there's a plot to keep me from enjoying the drink of the week. All right, whatever. Well, guess what
Yes.
else? Flourless chocolate cake. I'm not allergic to that either.
Okay, well, we'll see what we can do.
Okay. I just love that it comes with a recipe book, pretzel bites. I love that there's pictures.
Right. Yeah,
I
it's a
don't know-
beautiful recipe book.
I know. And you get this recipe book, and you know when I'm thinking about this, I wouldn't think pretzel bites, dinner rolls, chocolate cake, homemade salad dressing. By the way, we have the Taya amazing olive oil, which
Yep.
I bought, which
Good.
is coming up next, to make your own salad dressing. I've had it before, and we haven't had it in stock for a while. So there's nothing more delicious than your own homemade salad dressing.
And
It's
that's
really
what this is all
incredible.
about. When you're talking about all the
Yeah.
different things you can do, I just made homemade whipped cream, right? Nobody wants that stuff out of
Yeah.
the can. It's full of chemicals, and making your own whipping cream is so incredibly easy.
Yeah.
So from cheesecake.
Can I taste it to
Yes,
make sure
you can.
it's
Make sure I did a good job.
I'm very suspicious. I need to taste everything.
From cheesecake to raspberry sauce to homemade whipped cream. We
It's so
probably
good.
didn't put much sweetener in it, but
No,
that's
it tastes
okay.
pretty sweet.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's
we hit
pretty
it with the
sweet.
sweetener. So if you
Yeah.
were avoiding the sweetener, though, you can do that when you make it yourself. Now, we talk a lot about baking. I know Helen loves her sweets, but don't think that when we're talking about blenders and mixers that it is just for baking. I like to use it on meats. I use it when I make meatloaf. We've been making a lot of chicken salad at my house this summer. These mixing blades that, of course, you're getting with it are so hardcore. Look at what it's gonna do. It is literally getting in there and chopping up my chicken.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, really? That is so fun. Pulled pork. I love it. Look at that.
It's having a fight with your chicken.
It is having a fight with the chicken. Again, there's something extremely satisfying about 750 watts of power in your hand because it gets the job done, right? So
Did
when
you put like some buffalo sauce in
we
there?
just put a little bit of seasoning on it,
Little
and
bit of
that is
seasoning?
it. But yes, if you're meal prepping for the week, this shredded chicken is the best. My kids make tacos and quesadillas on it when I'm not home and actually eat a meal that doesn't come frozen, which I love. You can do chicken breasts on a Sunday. You can make 12 of them and then shred this chicken up and then use it for salad, use it for Mexican food, use it for whatever it is you're making it.
Like
But
in tacos, which
exactly.
I see in front
That's
there.
what we're
or
gonna do there. So, and then you
burritos,
can add a little bit of sauce. You could do it. Oh, you could make buffalo chicken wraps out of it.
Yeah.
That would sound good right now to me. I'm definitely ready for some shredded chicken because this just unlocks some freshness that is amazing.
Yeah.
So what would you be doing if you weren't doing this? I'll be honest. I know what my kids and I would be doing. I would buy those grilled frozen chicken strips, and they're rubbery and they're not good.
Right.
It's so much easier to do it yourself when you have the right tools to do it. So you're getting an immersion blender tool, you're getting the hand mixer tool, you're getting the whisk, you're getting the dough hooks. All of this is dishwasher safe. And again, this is all I'm gonna do to change it out. It's kind of a 4-in-1. I mean,
for
it
sure.
really is a 4-in-1.
Let me take you over here and just, I know we've only got a minute left. I want you to see everything that you're getting. By the way, the red is the most limited. That's going to sell out first. And then we also have black. You're also getting this container, like maybe you're going to make some dressing, and it comes with a lid that you can just pop this right in the refrigerator after you create something in here, whether it's, you know, whipped cream or salad dressing or salsa or whatever it is you're creating. You just leave it right here. You're getting the whisk, the dough hooks. You're getting, you know, the chicken shredder right there. You're getting the cookbook. All of it, $20 on FlexPay, $59.99. I mean, I have spent, years ago I bought an immersion blender here at HSN. It was $100. I bought it here years and years ago. I've been here 15 years. It was, I mean, it was fantastic. I think I still have it. You know, I'm just saying immersion blenders are great. Mine doesn't do all this. So this is a huge steal of a deal. So if you know anybody that is a cook, loves to cook, maybe you don't own this, treat yourself to this amazing deal that we have today. All right, so you're making some homemade salad dressing
You kept
there.
asking for it. I had to dive in. And you know what? We're using that Thea olive oil that's coming up too. But yeah, don't buy store-bought dressing. You can make the ingredients so fresh.